At the firm's holiday party, my wife's business partner joked, "Here's to the clueless husband paying bills while I take his wife to success." The crowd chuckled. I walked out quietly. Monday morning, the firm's top client called. "Contract canceled. Fire that partner. Your associate should know her husband is that client." The firm's holiday party was exactly what you'd expect. Rented ballroom, open bar, associates pretending they weren't job hunting. My wife had insisted I attend. Important for her career. I spotted her near the stage with Bradley Whitmore, one of the junior partners. Young guy, maybe 32, Ivy League Polish, family money. Standing closer than I liked, nobody really knew who I was. My wife kept my work vague when colleagues asked. He runs a small business. My logistics company had 60 employees and handled supply chain for 3 major retailers. But small business fit her narrative better. "There you are." She spotted me, something flickering across her face, gone before I could pin it down. Bradley extended his hand. "Your wife talks about you all the time." "Does she?" "Funny, she barely mentions you." The evening dragged. Then Bradley stood up, 3 drinks deep. "I want to make a toast to the associates who put in the real work this year." He turned, looked directly at my wife. "And here's to the clueless husbands who pay the bills at home while we take their wives to success." The room erupted in laughter. My wife smiled, that diplomatic smile. She didn't defend me, didn't say a word. I set my beer down and walked out. No announcement, no scene, just left. My phone buzzed before I reached my car. "Where did you go?" I didn't respond. By the time I pulled into our driveway, I'd made a decision. Monday morning was going to be interesting because there was one detail she'd forgotten. My company had been the firm's client for 4 years. Saturday morning, I picked up her tablet. No passcode. The messages between her and Bradley went back 8 months. He doesn't even notice when I work late anymore. Maybe that's for the best. I took screenshots. Tracked her phone when she said she was going to the office. She went to Bradley's neighborhood instead. I called my attorney, then my operations manager. Audit every interaction we've had with Whitmore and Associates over 4 years. By Sunday night, I had confirmation. My business represented 38% of their annual revenue. Monday morning, 7:30 a.m., I sat across from Kenneth Wright and Preston Shaw, the senior partners. "Gentlemen, we need to talk about Bradley Whitmore and what happens if I take my business elsewhere." I walked them through Friday night, then slid a spreadsheet across the table. $1.2 million over 4 years. Roughly $300,000 annually. 38% of your revenue. Bradley's terminated by 10 a.m. or I pull every contract. Shaw called at 8:03. "It's done. He'll be out by 9 o'clock. My wife's text started at 9:15. "What did you do?" "Bradley just got fired. What's going on?" I didn't respond. That afternoon, I had divorce papers served at her office at 2 p.m., right in front of her colleagues. The prenup was airtight. She'd walk away with exactly what she brought in. $15,000 in savings and a car loan. She called 23 times. I didn't answer. 3 weeks later, Wright came to my office. "We've restructured. New policies. Are we going to lose your business?" "You do solid work. It was the culture that was broken. I'm willing to continue as long as I never hear about another incident like that party." Bradley was still job hunting. Word had gotten around. My wife left the firm, took a position at a smaller firm. Significant pay cut. The divorce took 15 minutes. Judge reviewed the prenup, signed the decree. Her attorney tried arguing equitable distribution. The judge wasn't interested. Walking out of that courthouse, I drove to my new house. Boxes unpacked, office set up. Mine, every square foot.